Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And it's September. As a child, this was always a fun month. I liked school, so it was always exciting. And I always wanted the box of 64 crayons. That always made me feel fun. And every year I'm still tempted to buy that box of 64. Still want to do that. So, I hope you've all been well. It's certainly been a challenging time in the energetic realm. I'm going to adjust this down just a little bit. Lots of physical manifestations of the energy coming in right now, which is very fast. That ascension energy is keeping us a little off balance. Good morning, Kimberly. Kimberly and I were able to have a nice conversation last night. We haven't visited in a while, and it was lovely. So, quite a shift is happening in the world, to all of us. So keep that in mind if you've got weird physical stuff happening. If it's not so intense that you can't stand it, I wouldn't run to the doctor quite at the beginning of it. I would just let it play out. For most of us, it is the energy coming in so quickly, that ascension energy that is causing our physical to react as well. So know that. Haven't looked at any of the cards this morning. An interesting mix, I'm sure. So let's find out. I guess I really do need to pull this healing room for the overall theme of the card. Let me know if you're watching. Good morning, Michelle. I hope to see you at 11:30 today. I hope you're still in town and can be there. So, the overall guidance for today is tune in to your divine guidance for this. One of the reasons we really want to go there. Oh, Sandy's been having ear pain last night out of nowhere. She was on a meeting that I did. So good morning, Tammy Ann. Good morning, Linda. Also spoke to Linda yesterday. Oh, great, Michelle, glad. I look forward to seeing you. That could be, Sandy, it could be an awakening of some greater ability or just, better hearing. I know a couple of days this week I woke up thinking that maybe it was raining or something was going on outside very early in the morning, and it was the road noise. I live in a small rural town, which has increased, but I believe I was hearing more than I had been, because it didn't seem when I went outside, especially when I thought it was raining. I went outside and went, I'm hearing so much more, and things haven't increased all that much from last week to this week. So I believe it was just a shifting in my physical again. So the guidance starts with tune into your divine guidance for this. Many things that I've listened to are telling me that this is going to be a very active month energetically, universally, and in the world. Good morning, Kimmy. And so that doesn't necessarily mean easy. It seems to be that we're going to be seeing and finding out a lot more about kind of the underbelly, what's been going on really underneath all that we have been being shielded from seeing, with all this media coverage on one subject over everything else, regardless of the fact that some pretty tumultuous events happened elsewhere. The media seems to want to keep us only focused on one thing right now, which is also continuing to propagate division. Go figure. They want us to stay in fear, and they want us not to be united. Control energy in progress. So, know that. Let's see what the breath map card says. We are threefold beings. Conscious breathing can take us into a place of light. That light can then take us into a space of love. And like I've said many times, love is the most transformative energy there is. It is the most comfortable for energy for us to hold and entertain within us, and that shedding of pure love and joy on the world daily, on hot spots, on things that give you concern, worry, angst, is a way to manage our own energy as well as put out that transformational energy into the world, so that some of those hard shells of some of the people in control will start to crack, so maybe they can begin to see more truth and more light in their path. So breathing up, hear the words, God is. Breathing out, hear the word love. So tap into your divine guidance for this, because that really is where the love resides. And then the beautiful flower of life, very fall-like, I think. We feel very fall-like here in the morning temperatures and in the afternoon. 81, 82, so much nicer than 105 and 106. Time. You are a ray of light and love beyond time and space. When you choose to focus your attention upon the earth plane, you created a physical body to experience manifestation, and you created time. Time is a way to measure manifestations so you can fully appreciate the experience of the physical. In oneness, you are a ray of light. Awaken to your fullness, to all of you, and no longer be limited by the perception that you are in dense form only. You are light immersed into creation, free to move through all planes of existence to a stillness of no time. Good morning, Bertha. In this moment, in any moment, close your eyes and breathe. Allow all of you to be here in this moment. Feel yourself in no time, just this moment leading to the next, a chain, a link that contains all you need to move you to the next moment. In this place, time becomes flexible. It pulses, collapses, and expands, and all occurs simultaneously. In this elastic state, new concepts, ideas, inventions, and alterations are readily available to you. Open your heart, feel the love of all. From this moment, no longer will you make fear. Instead, you will make love in each moment, and time will incrementally show you many manifestations of that love. So this is really a way to take charge of your energy. Get quiet. Stay in that divine aspect as often as you can, at least daily. And that is where you start really creating the life you want to live. That is where you create what you have in front of you. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I had an interesting experience. I have been physically experiencing what I call wobbles, energetic, just kind of dizziness, not really, and not last night, but the night before, it got really intense towards the afternoon and evening. And then yesterday I did some work with a colleague of mine, and we did some clearing work. Well, it was a lot of clearing work of energy. And it was focused around one specific aspect. And when I came out of it, it was like, whoa, the wobbles are gone. And they were completely gone for a few hours, and they have returned a bit, not a lot. So, it is all the energy coming in. That's what I was talking about earlier. We experience that stuff in a physical way. So, like I said, don't run to the doctor for the first, little bit of a shift in your physical. Ask yourself, your higher self, is this energy in motion? And I bet most of you will find out that yes, indeed it is. All right, so the first card that came up was Indecision in reverse. So that is telling us that the time of indecisiveness is over. You will be able to make some very concrete decisions to move you forward along your path and to make it more comfortable for you as you go. Excuse me. Good morning, I'm having coffee. Oh, thank you, Jessica, the hairdresser. She would notice my hair. Not hairdresser, she is a barber. And let's all send Jessica some success energy, because she just opened her own shop here this last month. And so let's send her success for customers to show up. So it is a time of decision. It is time to make decisions, stand by them, and hold on to them. And know that it is the right time for decision making. And the next card that came up was Strategy in reverse. And so what this is telling me is you already know what decisions you need to make. this isn't really the time to make new strategy. This is a time to make focus time for the strategies you've already got in place in your life. And for what you've been thinking about doing, it's been there, but it has not necessarily been what you've acted on. And now the time is to be decisive about what you've been working on, maybe even in the background, just kind of the possibilities that are present in your life. So now is the time to act on those strategies that you've already got in place, or at least the beginning of the incubation of the baby steps that you've been taking. Now's the time to take big leap. Kelly says, is this a good time to create, or is it a break time? Well, basically just said, this isn't the time to make new strategies. This is a time to follow through with strategies you've already made. And through gratitude, joy expands. So great morning to you too, Susan. It is absolutely the time to be grateful for everything you've got in front of you at this moment. Because when you are grateful, that energy expands, it's higher vibe, it's more beautiful, and it is much easier to live in. And it also dispels the lower energy fear and angst and the blocks that we've had in front of us. So gratitude breaks down a lot. Gratitude really is a way of expressing love to Creator, the universe, source energy, God, whoever you call that, whatever you call it. That love, again, raises your vibration and keeps you in a place of higher vibration. So you are attracting more of what you want and less of what you don't want. As creators in this life, we have that, well, we all have that aspect that relatively few of us recognize and own. We are creating what is standing in front of us. If we don't like where life is, create differently. Focus on different things. Keep your vibration higher and then focus on more of what you want to have. So grace and gratitude. And that gracing, give yourself grace. We are never going to be perfect in this life. That's the human condition. We wanted to experience all of that as we came in. Like that time card expressed. Where did I put that? Interesting. Kind of lost that. Oh no, it was just under these. We can bend time. I listened to a book years ago called The Big Leap, and it was an interesting perspective. And we reach an upper limit in our psyche about what we're capable of, what life is capable of, what it looks like, and then we create ways to keep us there rather than breaking through that upper limit. One of the things they spoke about was we are the ones who create time. And for whatever reason, that stuck with me. It may be because it is an easy thing for me to manifest. I don't like to be late. And I'm not real anal about it, but less anal than I used to be, because I surrounded myself with people who were constantly late. So I could kind of desensitize to that anxiety. But personally, I don't like to be late. And if I'm going to be late, it'll bring some anxiety in. And that thought inevitably will come. I am where time comes from. Everything will work out that I am exactly there when I'm supposed to be. And it always does. Other people are late. The meeting didn't start on time. Things happen to slow things down. And I was perfectly on time. So we have so much ability in the creation of our life to create something more of what we want and less of what we don't. The next card that came up is discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. This is also a dual message. We are going to be discovering more truth in these next few months about what's really going on in the undercurrents of all that's been happening, not just this last year and a half, not just with the virus, but with that, our government leaders, with those in high places. We are going to be seeing more of what the truth is about that undercurrent. And it's going to be quite unsettling. And so keep your light shining. Use gratitude. Keep yourself in balance, and certainly keep shedding pure love and joy on these situations as they arise, because it keeps your vibration higher. And again, it nullifies the dark energies that have had control. It keeps them at bay, and it keeps moving them back. The more of us shedding light in the world and shedding love and being in our power, Sat Nam, yes, the more the light or the dark must back up and be seen for what it truly is, which will infuse more of us with the power to shed our light. More of us will be awakening to the power of love and light and ease in the world. So then the next card that came up is time to reflect. This is that time to go inward and really focus on us, because you can't do this kind of work for anyone else. But again, as your energy shifts, as your vibrations rise, we will affect. Plus, as we focus and give time to reflect on us, where we're at, the energies we're living in, letting go of what we don't want to live in, bringing in more of what we do want to live in, we become more powerful in ourself. And as that true divine power expands, it delights in other people standing in their true divine power. It also gives them permission to stand in their true divine power. So we really want that quiet time to allow our gifts to expand, allow our powers to multiply, and allow us to understand who we truly are in this world, as well as, here's an example. I woke up this morning with some thoughts, some focus that was just so out there. I mean, it may well not be out there for what's coming, but there was nothing in my evening last night that would have promoted such anxiety, fearful thoughts. It was just like all of a sudden I had this awareness of what could happen in the next few months. And it was very hard to shake. I did my thing, sat down with my coffee, turned on some music, listened to a couple of people, and then had to just get quiet and cut the cords to that negative energy and let it leave me and get to that place of balance and ease and peace again. We do wander at night. We go out in our spiritual self. So cutting cords to sometimes the energy you wake up with is very valuable. And you don't have to stay there, because it will certainly set the tone for your day if you don't take charge of your energy. So time to reflect. Respect your boundaries. Perfect. Release of trauma, self-soothing, yes. And respect your boundaries. We need to have boundaries. We help no one by being doormats, by being used by people, by giving our energy away. That is hugely important. Victims suck your energy. Victims do not want to do the work, don't really know how at this point to do the work. It is not your job to do that work for them or to give them your energy. You need to hold on to your energy to be able to serve those people who are ready to awaken to theirs and who are ready and needing us to help lift them out of what they're in so they can see who they truly are. So mind your own energy. Mind your own business, which is your energy. And be aware that you are the only one who can do that, and you can't do it for anyone else. You can't do another's energy work, and no one can do it for you. So, yes, Elise says, fierce no to energy vampires. Absolutely. Respect your boundaries and know that it is okay to say no and to allow people to leave if they can't help what's going on, what they're doing in your life. If they cannot shift, that's okay. You're no longer able to help them. They are no longer able to give you what you needed as you journeyed together. It is time to let them go so you can open up space in your life for someone to come in and help you, and they can go on and find someone who can help them. Then the last card for today is beautiful. Share your thoughts. Be a voice of light. Be a voice of reason without condemnation. We are in the world, in our country, in such a place of division, and people are in a state of reaction rather than action. That's where the media wants us to stay, in tumultuousness, in angst, in worry, in divisiveness, in blaming everyone for everything. And going there keeps you in a state of reaction as well. As you manage your energy, as you choose to be in a state of light, this does not mean that we are not aware of the evil that is happening in the world. We are aware. Can we afford to entertain that energy and what that brings within us? Not really. We need to manage our energy, stay aware of that, because we're going to be seeing the truth about the evil that has been working underneath this whole regime we have lived in the world for thousands of years. And we're going to see more truthfully what has really been going on. We want to stay out of fear. We want to be that bringer of light and the way shower and the high vibe energy sharers, because that's our job, because that is why we are here now. It is not an accident that you are here in this world at this moment in time. We chose this. We agreed to come in now to be part of what this transition is and this ascension. Again, we're coming through that birth canal. We are in stage 3, which is entering even more discomfort than we've been in. Us being the light and us being the way showers is really the key to how we can help everything that's going to unfold here, everything that is present now that gives us pause, that gives us worry and angst. So as Ely says, you are beauty. Feel this. Glad, Kelly, that this has given you confirmation. So know that you are not alone. Reach out to one another. Begin creating, if you don't already have one, a soul tribe that you can share your concerns with, that you can share energy with, that you can compound that energy and grow with, and be the harbingers and the way showers of love, of forgiveness, of light. And do your best to stay out of angst by managing your energy, cutting cords to heavy energy if you experience that throughout the day or wake up with it, like I did this morning. And know that love is the greatest transformational energy there is. Shed love on those people that are mean to you, but your boundaries say you don't give them opportunity to do that again. You can love them and let them go. That is key. If you write doormat on your forehead, people will walk on you. That is not a way to be powerful in this world. Let them go, get away from them, stop entertaining their energy in your field. That is how to be powerful and live from a place of love. Just because you're getting rid of those people in your life that suck the life out of you does not mean it's mean. Or you don't do it with anger. You do it with love. They will likely react angrily towards you, but that's not your problem. How people choose to act and react is not something you control. What you can take charge of is your energy, your boundaries, your choice to act in a way that is in your highest and best good. Know that they have no real say in your life unless you give it to them. Boundaries are incredibly important. So I think we are complete for today. Again, the overall message was tune into your divine guidance for this and all of this. And know that the divine God, creator, the universe, source energy, the great I am, the big kahuna, Allah, Buddha, Hare Krishna. It does not matter what we call our higher self, our divine self. It matters that we do call them. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready. Guide me and protect my energy. So I think we are complete, but I do believe I'm going to be doing a live here real soon on how to protect your energy, probably like maybe in a few minutes. That seems to be something that's really impressed on me, because we are going to need to protect our energy as we move forward in this very tumultuous, soon to be more tumultuous time. So, oh, thanks, Susan. Thank you for being you as well. Susan is my little light igniter friend. She is just a ray of sunshine, and I am blessed that she and I get to play together. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again. Good morning, Adina.